Good evening, everyone. Coming in the great session in Spreading Smiles, and I hope you all are doing great. You all are staying happy, staying productive, and staying calm in your life. So, we say doctors, right? So, whenever we feel low, whenever we feel distressed, whenever we have any problem, any sort of problem, we always reach out to doctors or a psychiatrist or a healthcare worker, right? So, doctors have really a great influence on everyone's life, but we somehow forget that even doctors have a lot of problem, and if doctors have a problem, to whom they reach out? We don't have the answer, right? But what problems basically doctors face, even we don't have an answer for that too. So, with the same reason, let's welcome a doctor today, Dr. Niranjan from India itself, and let's know about his life journey. That how was his journey being a doctor, and what problems do basically doctor face? Because we always neglect the side of the problems when doctor face and what problems doctor face, right? So yeah, let's welcome Dr. Niranjan from India and let's know about his life journey. And I hope you, being in the session, you all will learn a lot of things and you all will get motivated, and it will add smiles in your life. So let's welcome Dr. Niranjan today. Hello.
Yes, Swapnil.
Hi, how are you?
Am I right now?
Yeah, you are audible. Am I audible properly?
You're audible, you're audible. As in
Yeah,
sometimes
great.
there is happening in my network. People won't be audible. So I just want to be
Yeah,
clear.
it's okay. Yeah, you're perfectly audible. So, to all the viewers, telling a bit about Dr. Niranjan. So, he is a doctor by profession, and apart from his profession, he is doing a lot of various activities to reach out to people, to leverage his skills, and to add smiles in life of people. So, thank you so much for joining, spreading smiles, and I really love you being here and about you being sharing your story. So, thanks a lot.
Pleasure, my pleasure. It's really a pleasure to have me on your show right now. This is my first live session. To be very honest, I've never had this interactive session with anyone as of now. But then I thought like let's give a
Yeah.
shot at this. So yeah, I'm
Yeah,
really
so
excited.
starting off with the questions, Dr. Niranjan, starting off with the questions. Yeah. So basically, my first question to you is that how was your life journey being a doctor, and what problems basically did you face while you were working as a doctor?
Okay. For this question, I need to take you way back. So it's all
Yeah.
started during my first PU and second PUC, plus one, plus two. So when I was in plus one and plus two, I had no such specific dream that I have to become a doctor. I had no specific goal as such. I just had to finish this plus one, plus two, and ho gaya, yeah, finish ho gaya. So I finished my plus two, and now the question starts: what should I choose? Should I be an engineer? Should I be a doctor? Should I be what? I had no idea. So I asked my mom, and my mom is like, "Yeah, just go for whatever you want." I told you, "Okay, let's go for MBBS," because I had some soft corner for being a doctor. I had a soft corner for MBBS. I had this vision of being a doctor, but not like it's just a doctor thing. I want to try something else as well. But then at that point, I was so confused. I had no idea what to choose. So I just chose MBBS. Before I start, I just want to tell you that back then, when I was doing my MBBS, I was a very introvert guy. I was introvert to such an extent that for the first 3 years in my MBBS, I haven't spoken to anyone. I was absolutely speaking to no one because I had this problem of initiating a conversation with anyone. I used to have a panic attack. I was like, instead, for example, if at all I want to say how are you, I would say who are you. I was that bad at
Okay.
initiating a conversation. So it started being as in I joined MBBS and it was going on well, and it's a pretty what tough environment to be because all your friends are just studying and only studying. And I'm not telling everyone, but most of the people are just studying and studying and only studying. And I was not that guy who is only into studies as such. I like doing something apart from studies too. But then I was in such a situation right now that now I have to study. I think there's nothing else other than studying in MBBS. So
Yeah.
that's what I used to think.
So,
So
sorry to interrupt.
yeah,
Sorry to interrupt, but a lot of viewers are saying that your voice is a bit low. Can you be a bit louder?
exactly. I know I'm being fine, but I think there's some network issues. Is it okay if at all you can reconnect again?
No, actually, I think you're not using earphones. That why the voice is getting.
Oh my God, is it? I really one sec.
But it's okay, it's okay. Yeah, if you can use headphones or if you can use earphones,
Yeah.
I think it will be a lot better.
Now,
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure, sure.
rejoin back.
Yeah, sure,
Rejoin back. Okay.
sure. Yeah, sure. Yeah, so guys, sorry for the glitches. He'll join soon with his earphones. So meanwhile, let me tell you basically what spreading smiles is and why spreading smile is so important. So guys, I really wanted to tell every one of you that you all have the enough potential to spread smiles in life of people. I started this initiative for spreading smiles, and today I'm talking with a doctor to tell about his life journey, because this is what it's meant for, right? We should always spread smiles. We should always create an environment around us to spread smiles and to make people happy, so that there is no single person, there is no single friend of us who is being depressed or who is trying to commit suicide. So keep spreading smiles and make people happy. And doctor will be back soon, and he will start the conversation soon. So meanwhile, yeah, just stay here for a while, and then we'll start soon. Yeah, I'll ask the questions again to all the viewers who couldn't listen him properly. I'll ask him all the questions again and again, and then we can start again. Yeah, he will be joining soon. Just hold for few minutes, sir, and he will be coming soon. Hello, hello everyone. Hello. Yeah, so thank you so much, guys, for your support, for being here. It means a lot getting all the support from you guys. And I just wanted to request every one of you, just keep smiling and just be happy, guys. Just be happy in your life. It doesn't matter. There will be times when you will feel low. There will be times when you have nothing to say, you have nothing to think of. But just think of your parents. Just think how precious your life is, right? And just be happy in your life. Um, let's start. Yeah. Hello.
Hello. Am I audible
Yeah,
right
you're
now?
perfect. Yeah, you're perfectly audible right now. Yeah.
Okay,
So
I think there's some network issues happening in my other phone. I had the previous issues. I'm really sorry on that part, guys. Kindly
no, no,
pardon me on that
you
part.
are perfectly. Yeah. So we were continuing with the question. So we'll continue with that. So how
Yes, yes,
did
please,
you
yes, please. Yeah.
started? Yeah. So how did you started MBBS, and how did you thought of becoming a doctor?
See, as I told you before, I had no plans of being a doctor. As in, if you ask me, like, what was your goal back then, and plus one, it was just that I just need to finish plus two, and then okay, let me think about whatever my future is later part. So I asked my mom, like, अब क्या हो गया मेरा plus one plus two क्या करूँगा मैं? She's like, it's your choice. You do whatever you want, man. We have no issues. So I thought, like, I had a soft corner for MBBS. Okay, I always had a soft corner for MBBS, and I thought like, okay, let me give it a shot. Well, I definitely know that MBBS is not a easy degree to get one, and it's too much of hard work there. And I never thought like I can put in that hard work right there. So, but I thought like, okay, let's give it a shot. So I joined MBBS, and I entered the college, and you see the environment is like so intense that people are only talking about studies. And I'm like, हाँ यार मतलब intense है ऐसा surroundings, and and I'm not that kind of a guy, like only who thinks only about studies and all the time. So I'm more of what do you say, who wants to try everything, music or dancing or anything like that. I don't see anything. I don't see myself trying out anything of any of those here. So okay, and I started the journey of MBBS started with first year, second year, third year. But let me remind you, I was a big introvert back then. I never used to speak to anyone, and that was a bit hard for me. And it was really very hard for me to initiate conversation with anyone. It was like if I want to tell anyone hi, I'll be like, how do I even say hi? I don't know how to initiate the conversation. So it was that bad for me. The first 3 years of MBBS, I was really dark that I had no idea what to do. What am I doing here? I'm just being a robot who's just start sitting and studying and doing nothing else other than that. Then when I was doing my internship, I thought like it's time that I need to get out of my comfort zone. It's time that I start being a bit extrovert right now because if I continue this, I'm landing nowhere. So I thought like, now how do I start being an extrovert? Okay, the primary being that I need to speak to people, which is still not happening. So I thought like, let me use the help of social media. So back then I installed Instagram, and I'm not a trained singer as such, but I love singing. It's my hobby. So I just sang a song. I just recorded a song and I just uploaded it. So people were like curious, like, is this Niranjan? I'm like, it's dude is to be very introvert. How is he singing songs? And I'm like, okay, I should get some positive
Okay.
response. And I was really very bad at singing. Trust me, I was really very bad at singing. And I was like, okay, I got some positive response, some three positive comments I got. I'm like, okay, fine. Now I need to start uploading. So thanks to those three positive comments, I uploaded another song, and it went on, and I was really pathetic at singing. But over the period of time, I developed that some skills. I'm saying that I'm much better than I was back then. I'm not saying that I'm a pro singer now. I'm not, but I can sing much better than how I used to sing before. So that's it. I think social media helped me get where I am as of now. I think I can, I'm actually talking to you right now. That wasn't happening a few years back with me. And yeah, that's there. And journey of doctor, it was really amazing. It was really amazing because, as everyone say that being a doctor is a noble profession. So at the end of MBBS, I realized, yeah, I'm doing a noble profession, and I need to chase my passion as well. So that is also primary. So as of now, it's going on hand in hand. My passion and doctor is going hand in hand. So I hope it stays that way.
Yeah, it was an amazing journey actually, and from being an introvert to becoming an extrovert, it's really a great
Yeah,
journey, and
yeah.
I think all the viewers, those who are listening, they should learn something from this. So, Dr. Niranjan, there's one thing that I
Yeah.
really wanted to know that
Hmm.
डॉक्टर का जो इमेज होता है, the image of the doctor which is created, so serious वाला, being very serious in profession, not talking, not showing a lot of activities, being so ideal, only talking about profession. So you are quite diverted from that profession, like from that image of normal. So why did you thought of doing that, and how did you thought that if I do this and there will be no problems?
See, there are many doctors on social media platforms who are delivering messages regarding health or regarding anything that is in and around health. So what happens is when you just have an interactive session, say for example, say malaria. For example, I'm saying malaria. So if I'm just telling, okay, malaria ka symptom hai fever, cough, cold, something like that. If I say, I am very sure like out of 100 people, 99 people are not interested to listen to that. There are thousands of doctors out there who are like having interactive sessions, which is wonderful actually, to be honest. But then people know it's not that easy to impress people every time. If you're having a one-on-one session, which is quite boring as such, because I would definitely sleep in a class if it's just what you say, a class where he's just speaking and speaking and speaking. Definitely, I would also sleep. So I thought like it's time that I change the image of a doctor. As you said, like people say, like when you think of a doctor, it's more like a what do you call the serious thing that comes to your mind.
Hmm.
I'm nowhere close to being serious. That's right now. I'm a very funny guy, to be very honest. There are tons of doctors out there who are really funny, but I think for some reason they are not coming out. No reasons why. So I thought like, okay, fine. Let me do what the people want. The people want me to deliver content in a very funny manner. So I thought like, okay, let me add some background music. Let me add a bit of dancing, or let me add more of what sign languages or something like that, so that I'm doing my passion as well. I would I'm My passion is to act as well. I want to be an actor too, which didn't happen. So I thought like, okay, let me just continue my passion as well. Let me just deliver the message which I want to which I want the people to be knowing about. So that's what's happening right now, and people started appreciating that a lot. People started loving my work. The only comment which I get usually is like, we have seen many doctors who are very serious. How come you're that different? So it's not being
Hmm.
different. It's just that I'm delivering content in a very different manner. That's all, and I'm loving
Yeah,
it. I'm
so
loving it.
Yeah, this is a really great thing that you are doing, and I hope that all the viewers who are listening to this session and who will listen to this session afterwards, I really wanted to tell you one more thing, that if you are getting depressed or if you are having some sort of issues, just try leveraging your skill, what makes you happy. Stop thinking about the society, that what people will say, will people start appreciating or not. If you are feeling really happy to do that, keep doing that, and that will make you away from the depression actually, and that will make you happy from inside. So that is really important. So yeah, so now one more question is there, that MBBS की पढ़ाई is first of all too long journey, and second of all there are a lot of challenges that a MBBS graduate had to face, starting from the ragging. Now I think it has been decreased a lot, and starting from a lot of senior torture, a lot of projects, a lot of internships. So a lot of people who want to get into MBBS, a lot of youth who just passed the 11th or 12th, they think some way कि इतनी लंबी पढ़ाई है, this long journey, should I go for MBBS or not? So what challenges did you face in your MBBS journey while studying, and what tips and tricks do you want to tell to all the youths who want to go into medical field?
See, there is no magic spell right now here. Okay, you want to be a doctor, definitely you need to put in that extra hard work in your second PUC, because there's a lot of competition happening right now. Around 17 lakh people write the exam, NEET. 17 to 16 lakh people write, and only hardly, I think, top 2,000 to 3,000 people get selected for the medical seat. And it's not a piece of cake that anyone can do it. It's really a hard work right there, and if you're putting your hard work, fine, you're getting in. And your question was that what advice should I be giving, right, to the generation?
Youth.
See, back in my college, had you even mentioned about ragging. My college had no issues as of ragging, but if you go to the north side, there are some colleges with ragging, but I definitely don't appreciate ragging. If at all you're the person who is a victim about this, do complain. I would definitely want you to complain. But don't worry about ragging as such, because when you join MBBS course, it's definitely a fun course. 5.5 years, 4.5 years of your studies and 1 year of internship. It's really a fun journey. Trust me, you'll get to learn a lot. It's not about learning. Yeah, learning is there, and don't think that you're studying for 5.5 years. Think in this way, that 5.5 years will fetch you a lot of respect in the future. When you see a doctor, for example, if I'm a layman and if I'm just seeing a doctor for the first time, the amount of respect what I have for him is immense. Okay, so you need to work that 5.5 years just to earn that respect, and it's not everyone's cup of tea right there. Okay, and I'm not telling it's that difficult to get there as well. It's very easy. If I can do it, anyone can do it. Absolutely anyone can do it, because I'm not telling that I'm a scholar who scored like 98% in +2 and then got into it. No, my marks were average. I was average as a doctor as well. But what makes me different is, like, it's not a theory knowledge, it's a practical knowledge. How you interact with the patients, how you make your patients very comfortable. See, for example, if I say there's a patient who comes to you, say for example, me and you, Swapnil, we both are doctors right now. Just for example, I'm telling you, a doctor comes to you, he comes to me and he says that I have fever. So I'll be like, I'll just write him a prescription of Dolo, 650 milligram. I just give him, I just send him off. I'm like, isko le lo yaar, sahi ho jayega. But he takes that medicines, he doesn't get cured. What he does is, he changes the doctor, he comes to you now. So even you will give him the same medicines. You will give him paracetamol 650 milligram. Addition to that, you will tell him that you don't have to worry, nothing will happen to you, you're absolutely fine. This message, okay? And when he takes the tablets from you, it will be healing. Now the question depends now, why is it that when I gave him the medicine, same medicine, why is it that it was not healing? And when you gave him the same medicine, it's healing. So it's always not the medicine which works, it's always the interactive sessions which a patient and a doctor have. So when you tell him like, sir, don't need to, there's nothing to worry about you, you're absolutely fine. The message is what you convey to the patient. You know, that's what makes you different. Is writing a prescription is just a piece of paper, anyone can do it. Even a layman can do it, just that he doesn't have a degree, so he's not allowed to. But it's not only about medicines, it's always about the interactive sessions what you have with your patient. So don't worry, MBBS is really a fun journey. I'm very sure you're gonna love it, and you don't have to get depressed about anywhere, because 5 years तो ऐसे करते निकल जाएगा. You don't have to worry about that. And all those people who are aspiring NEET aspirants right now, I wish you all the best, man. Like, go get it, and you're gonna nail it. So nothing to worry, just kill it.
Yeah, a great message to all the youth and all the people. And I hope everyone will listen to this and they'll get motivated. They'll get boost up. Ki, chalo, NEET.
I hope they get motivated. I hope they get motivated. I had no idea that I'll motivate anyone right now. But if at all one person is getting motivated, I'm very happy. I'm very happy.
Yeah, yeah, this is what it meant for, right? So actually, we say that जब हमें problem होती है, when we face a problem, when we get a fever, we go to a doctor. When we feel depressed, we go to a psychiatrist. Whenever we feel low, we consult a doctor, a psychiatrist, a physician, or a surgeon. कोई भी problem होती है. But we never think in the opposite way. When a doctor faces a problem, whom should he consult? And we neglect the other side that even doctors must be facing a lot of struggles. So, what
Hmm.
problem do you face while working as a professional doctor, and how do you stay happy and stay productive while working?
See, there are two sets of doctors right here, okay? One set of doctor who only thinks about patients and nothing else. He comes at 8 o'clock in the morning to the hospital, he goes back at 5 o'clock to his home, that's it. In the meanwhile duration, he just treats patient. And there's another set of doctor who also does the same thing. Along with that, he has his passion to follow. So that is me here. So I just can't just work for like say 10 hours straight and just go home and sit. I can't do that because yeah, being a doctor is a part of my life. It is not the whole life. Okay, it's not my entire life. Me being a doctor is just a part, and I have a rest of my life as well, which I need to enjoy. So that is true in certain people. That is true in certain with certain doctors. But some doctors are like they are so much dedicated to the degree that they only consult patients. That's it. So for those people, I don't think they face any problem as such. But if at all, if you're asking, if that question was meant for a doctor like me who also has to chase his passion, then yeah, if I'm not chasing my passion and if I'm only doing the hospital work, definitely I'll be depressed. I need something to get over it, and I think the remedy which I should be getting over it is my passion. So for me, if my passion is there, and I'm sane. If my passion is not there, I'm nowhere. So that's the answer for your question
Yeah.
right there.
So that is a great thing, and this also clears a lot of big misconception for a lot of people that passion and profession can be totally different. We need not to amalgamate both together. So this is
Not at
really a
all.
great thing. Dr. Niranjan is a wonderful doctor as well as he has the amazing passion of creating content. So to all the people who think that their profession is becoming boring or their profession is not so interesting, try out your passion in a different way, and maybe your life becomes interesting in another type. So yeah, that's really a great thing that you told. So now coming to content creation. So a doctor is always said to be a lot busy. You might get a lot of emergency calls at night. You might be having a lot of headache day because meeting with different sort of patients. Some might get angry on you, some might get furious on you. So you have a very headache time, right? So how do you manage time creating content, and that also so much awesome content which delivers a lot of positivity and which delivers a lot of things?
This is one of the most common question asked by every of my follower. Every I call my followers as DNSs, by the way, by every of my DNSians. So they ask me the only question that is, being a doctor, you're supposed to be super busy. How do you get the time to make videos every day? So what I do is what I tell them is like time management. Time management is a crucial role here. So what I do is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Till Saturday, okay, there is a lot of patients, OPD patients are there. We have rounds, we have OTs. There are many things. We are pretty occupied there. But Saturdays and Sunday usually, so yeah, Saturdays and Sunday, we will be a bit free. Not that we don't have work then. We have rounds, but majority of our day will be free. So what I do is I make up to 40 to 50 videos in a day. That is on Sunday or Saturday.
Oh my god.
And on a weekday
Oh my
basis,
god.
yeah, on a weekday basis, I just upload 5 videos whenever I get time for lunch break or my tea break or whatever it is. So I just upload 5 or 6 videos and it goes on. So that I'm just keeping my Instagram page live as well, so that I'm active on social media as well. And whatever I learn in that weekday part, whatever new things I learned, I just take it out and I put it in a video in the weekend part, and then just deliver it to the people. So my remedies are very simple. It's what people are going, and I'm not talking something what you call serious complications like neurofibroma, angiofibroma, not like such complicated terms. Mine are very simple, like diabetes में क्या लेना चाहिए, या thyroid problem में क्या होना चाहिए, what are the symptoms of appendix, what are the symptoms of fever, something that is very people know about. I just want them to be aware about what's happening with them and all that. So if at all you're asking me how do I do it, it's time management. I just upload, I just record around 50 videos on weekend basis, and I upload 4 to 5 videos on a weekday basis.
Yeah, so actually it's hats off to you that you are doing this to help out people. So yeah, this is really a great thing that everyone should learn from you, that if you have a passion to do something, you can manage time anyways. Doesn't matter how busy you are in your professional life, you will always take out time for your passion, for your things that you love, for the hobbies. So now coming up with another question, Dr. Ranjan, that there are a lot of people who have lost their jobs in their pandemic. There are a lot of people who have even lost their family members, who have lost their life. So life was really tough in pandemic. So how did you manage this pandemic time to leverage your skills or to be productive and to stay calm? And the second part of this question would be, and how the people should stay calm and productive who have faced a lot of problem in this pandemic.
Okay, so you have two questions right now, like how did I overcome this pandemic situations? To be very honest, during the pandemic, people were running short, the government was running short on doctors. So every doctors were put on COVID duties. I was on a COVID duty for a month, then I had to go on a leave because I was preparing for my masters. So I was on COVID duty for a month. It was a bad time because you have to stay away from your families for almost a month. You need to be quarantined for almost a month and all that. So it was a tough time. But on the contrary, it was a bit of what you call satisfying thing because you're saving people's life there. You're actually doing the battle. You're actually being there for the people when they need you the most. So I was happy on that part. And secondly, yeah, I had my passion again. I was able. Luckily, me, I already had around 50 to 60 videos which are already in my draft. So I had no issues that I can at least deliver the messages to the people. So that was, I think I was a bit lucky on that part. Your second question was it was regarding how people should take it,
Yeah,
right? See,
yeah.
for this, no, I'm just telling you one thing: just stay away from negativity. People, just stay away from negativity. Just stay away from negative people. There are n number of people, your friends, your families, your relatives, your own parents will tell you that you cannot do this. You're not meant to do this. Ye jaake karo. Kindly don't listen to them. If you genuinely feel that this is the one thing that you need the most in your life, no matter who tells you, just go for it. Trust me, go for it, because at the end it really matters, and at the end those people who told you that it won't work, they will come and appreciate you, and that time it is really amazing to see them. I'm telling you, all that
Yeah,
is that just stay away from negativity, just stay away from negative people. You need to have that one friend who just tells you like, हाँ यार तू कर सकता है, तू कर सकता है, तो I believe
yeah.
in you, just go for it. Even if you don't have that friend, don't worry, just believe in God. He's there with you, and you just need to be very much self-dedicated here. You need to have that compassion to what you're doing and put in your hard work. Trust me, brother, there's nothing that can stop you.
Yeah, this is really amazing thought, and I really hope that everyone learn this thing from you, that what you said, just believe in you. So actually अभी
Definitely.
pandemic चल रहा है, still pandemic
Hmm.
खत्म नहीं हुआ है, तो let's have a question on that itself. So whenever a person is COVID positive, he is seeing as something a victim कि कुछ कर दिया इसने, and people start going away from him, and people start making distance from him, and people treat him that he is guilty of something. But so how do you see this situation? And the second question is that during this pandemic, a lot of people are not knowing how to keep themselves safe, and what are the simple tips and tricks that you want to tell to people to stay safe from this COVID?
See, first of all, COVID is not a major problem at all. Okay, it's not a major problem unless if you're following these basic rules, that is hand wash, sanitization, wear a mask, and maintain some distance. That's it. If you could do this, COVID is no less than a normal viral fever. That's all. Why people are dying? Because they had predisposing factors like people no people people of age group more than 50 to 60 years, they started dying because they already had a low immunity, they already were diabetic, they already were hypertensive, they didn't maintain the sanitary measures which were supposed to be taken, and they were all restless. They were like absolutely doing something which we are not supposed to do. But if you're asking me, COVID is not a problematic situation at all. It's a very common thing. If you ask me, COVID is has equivalent has a normal viral fever. All you need to do is just maintain some distance from people. How hard is it? Yeah, maintain some distance, at least some 7 feet or 10 feet distance from a person. Wear a mask, just wear a mask, and sanitize yourself every now and then, and eat healthy. That's all. Eat healthy, your immunity is better, and you're healing yourself. And COVID again is a 14-day cycle. Matlab, the lifespan of a COVID virus is 14 days. So first day say when you're infected, first day say 8 days tak, you won't be that symptomatic. You might be having certain symptoms like loss of smell, loss of taste, or you might have some fever. From the 8th day to the 14th day, that is a crucial period. That time you will be having a lot of other symptoms like constipation, diarrhea, severe fever, severe muscle ache, loss of smell is like nil. Absolutely, you can't smell anything. So at this time, you need to be a bit careful, but don't worry, you will be self-healing. Your bodies will be producing antibodies on its own. 14th day or the 15th day, you will be healing on yourself. So no need to worry about that. Even if you're COVID positive, just stay at home. Just stay at home. Just maintain hygienic conditions. Just stay away. Maintain some distance from your family members, your parents, or anyone, your loved ones. And yeah, 14th day or 15th day, you'll be healing on yourself. Majority is like, yeah, 2 weeks, 3 weeks max. You'll be healing yourself. So no need to worry about
Great,
COVID connection. It's just the media that has made it a bit hype. I'm sorry if media people are seeing here, but I'm just telling you, it's the media people that have made it hype. That's all. It's not a big issue at all.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, that's great tip. So all the viewers who are listening to this, follow the COVID tips, stay happy and stay healthy because your life is really important for everyone. So now coming to the next question, Dr. Niranjan, that what are your upcoming future plans and how can we see Dr. Niranjan doing something new in upcoming years?
Tough question. I have not picturized myself anywhere as of now. All that I want to do right now is um, there are two things, to be very honest. One thing is that I just completed my MBBS and I'm preparing for my MS right now. And I just want to crack the exam and just finish the 3 years. Maybe after that, I might do a super special. That's one part. Second part being my other curricular activities like I do singing, which I'm not a trained singer, but I can sing and I like to act. I hopefully I can continue on my facial skills somewhere and I can improvise on that part. So I just want to take both the things hand in hand. And there is a saying that you cannot try to save two sinking boats at the same time. But I'm like, let's give it a shot. Let's try to save both the sinking boats right now. I'm in both the boats as of now, so I want to save both. But I don't want to get out of one or the other boat. I want to be in both the boats right now, and I want to take them mutually and at the same time. And let's see how it goes. I just don't want to promise myself that I will be there. I just want to promise myself now that I'm giving my best now, and I'm giving my best tomorrow, and it goes on the same way. The future is
So
not
can
guaranteed to anyone. Yeah, tell me.
so can the fan expect like all the fans of yours can they expect that you will they will be seeing a lot more videos, lot more songs, lot more tips and tricks from your side from in upcoming years as well?
First of all, I don't call them fans. I call them DNSians. They are my family because they define me.
Yeah,
I don't define them. It's thanks to them I get all
yeah.
of this appreciation. It's thanks to them I'm even in the show right now. It's thanks to them. Or else no, no one comes, right? So definitely, yeah, definitely. I'm always there. If at all, it's like spreading good news. I mean, spreading good messages to the people. Yes, I'm always ahead of on that part, and. They can definitely expect a lot from me and I'm happily want to give a lot to them as well, like my content, whatever I know, whatever knowledge I know, in the same way I want to learn something from them as well. I always tell the people, like, if at all you have some remedies right there, kindly drop it in the comment section box. I'll make some research on that part. If at all it's genuine, I'll again repost it, giving you the credits. Don't worry on that part. So it's always not like they have to learn from me. It's always like let's learn together. They teach me, I learn, I teach them, they learn. It's always hand in hand.
Yeah, this is an amazing perspective, and I hope that everyone who is listening to this should have this kind of perspective that we should always be learning mutually. So yeah, the lot of fans who are commenting over here to listen your songs and they want to listen something from you. So can I request a song, one song?
Okay. Okay, let me sing a Telugu song. If at all I'm missing on some lyrics, kindly do forgive me because it's been a long time that I didn't sing a song. So I'll just try my best.
Yeah, sure.
నీ కళ్ళని పట్టుకు వదలనా చూడే నా కళ్ళు ఆ చుప్పల నల్లా తొక్కకు వెళకు దయలేదా అసలు నీ కళ్ళకి కవలిక స్థాయి కట్టుకళ నా కళలు నువ్వు నమ్ముతుంటే ఎరగ కంది చిందేనే సగలు నా పిరిగాడికి ఉయ్యాలనుకుంటూ ఉంటే ముంగరుడు నువ్వు నెట్టిస్తే నిష్ఠించబట్టి నిష్ఠురబో విలవిలలు సామజవరగమన నిన్ను చూసి ఆగలన మనసు మీద వేసుకున్నదుపు చెప్పతగున సామజవరగమన నిన్ను చూసి ఆగలన మనసు మీద వయసుగున్నదపు చెప్పతగునా.
It was
That's it.
it was
I don't
so.
remember the
Thank
lyrics
you so
apart from
much.
that.
No, it was really superb, superb. Thank you so much. So this is the time, this is a tough time. It will pass on. This is the pandemic. It will also pass on. So all the people who are feeling low, who are feeling depressed, just be happy, keep smiling. And the important thing, what we learned from this session, just follow your passion, and you will be really happy. You will be really satisfied in your life. Doesn't matter you earn less or more, but if you're following your passion, one thing that I can assure you is that you will be really happy and satisfied in your life. So before ending this session, Dr. Niranjan, what are the three more crucial tips according to you that you would like to give to all the youths to stay happy, to stay calm, and stay motivated in this tough time?
Okay, see, people right there know that there's a lot of demotivation around you all the time. Okay, people around you keep you demotivated. People around you will keep telling you that you're not good for this, you're not good for that, you're completely useless. There are so many negativity everywhere. You just have to believe in yourself. You just need not listen to any of them because they are not paying your bills, they are not paying your EMIs, they are not feeding you. It's all your parents and you. You just need to listen to your inner peace. You just need to listen to your inner you. You just need to maintain your peace. You need to maintain your composure. Believe in your parents, believe in yourself, do what you love, because it's not that you want to be a doctor and you become an engineer and then you regret after a few years that, oh my god, if I would have taken that step I would have been a doctor. It's not like that. It's like what you want, it's now. Okay, ऐसा नहीं कि हम 50 साल बाद एक चेयर में बैठे होके we're thinking like, oh god, if I thought 50 years back I would thought of that, or like 25 years back if I thought of that, something else, my life would have been something else. It's not then. Okay, you need to act now. Okay, I know many people are introvert right there. I myself was an introvert there. Trust me, guys. If I was an introvert there back then, and if at all I was continuing my introvertness, I would not be here sitting in front of Sputnik and giving this message right now, or neither would be having a 167K followers on my Instagram account as well. There's a lot of love which is coming from my fans. So it is really amazing thing. Trust me, if I tell I can do it, you can definitely do it. Because I consider that I am an average person who has tried something new, and he will try to. I will try to continue doing something new as well. But if at all I can do it, why not you? What's stopping you? So just give it a thought. Just I know, like, I can keep on motivating you. Swapnik can keep on motivating you. It's all fine, but you might get motivated as well. But that's momentary. What can keep you motivated is yourself, your passion, your will to do go on, your thing. No matter what it is, it's music, you're dancing, swimming, sports, education, whatever it is, just believe in yourself and go about it. And trust me, that day, you just need to wait for that one day. There are, out of 10,000 reasons, there are 9,999 reasons which will put you down, but you just need to stick to one reason which will pull you up. You just need to wait for that one time, and everything will be amazing after that. Trust me on this part.
Yeah. So thank you so much for that great thought,
I'm
because it
really
was
sorry
really
it's getting
amazing.
dark
And
right now.
it's okay.
I'm
It's
really
okay. No
sorry it's a
worries.
bit
No worries.
dark
We are
right
just
now.
Yeah, and it's no, we are just ending up the session also. So thank you so much for your time, and thank you so much for coming in, spreading smiles, and making it a worthwhile. And I really hope that all the viewers who is watching to this session, they get some motivated, they add some smiles in their life. And thank you so much for spreading the aura of a smile. So it was really great bringing you here. Just be happy, keep
Thanks,
smiling, and
brother.
keep doing what you are doing. It's really
Thanks,
amazing. It's
brother.
really amazing.
Thanks,
Thank you
brother.
so much.
Thanks, brother.
Have a
Means a
great
lot.
day.
Means a lot. Yeah, you too.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Bye bye. See you.
Bye.
Bye.